You're now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
Hey, it is the Sportz Nutz.
Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. Buy one, get 50% off drinks.
Tequila's Grill Mexican restaurant has homemade salsa bars. They have the most authentic, most delicious, and most affordable Mexican cuisine in town.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sportz Nutz. This is episode number 96. Woo! We have Matt. We are only 4. But wait. What'd you tell us last time? We are already what, sir?
Oh man, we're already up in the heavens, looking down on our on our next of kin. On our children and grandchildren. Man, 96. Man, it's a big number, man. It's a big number.
Yeah, it's a huge number. Obviously we're ultimately we're beyond excited that we've made it to number 96. Can't believe we have made it this far. Sorry, I'm having a little computer trouble here, but we're the fact that we have made it this far just shows that we know what we're doing. We absolutely love everything about the show. Love you guys. Enjoy every minute about it. So guys, we have a really fun episode lined up for today. Yes, guys, it is the NFL draft special for the Sportz Nutz. Can't wait to hear everybody's sleepers, what they thinkers, whatever's right. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hey guys, we also have a really special guest tonight, a good friend of ours, Mr. Jason Hall from the Tri-County River Gators. It's gonna be a lot of fun to talk with him. He's an indoor football team. We're definitely gonna have some talk. He's gonna give us a little bit of insight on the journey on how to become a possible NFL player. We're gonna do the best we can to help him. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Just stay tuned for that one. But before we get going, my man's sitting literally right here next to me, Mr. Matt Thomas. How are you doing, man?
Oh man, can't complain, man. Just taking it one day at a time. Keeping in tune with the NBA playoffs, man. Well, as the play-in starts today, we have the Hawks and the Magic.
What?
About to tip off right now.
The what?
The Hawks and the Magic. The Hawks and
the
the Magic.
You said the Hawks.
The Hawks. The Hawks.
The Hawks.
That's a Jersey.
That's the northern.
It's crazy because I've been down in the South since I was 6, man. So when everybody up north says I'm a down south kid, everybody down south says I'm an up north kid. So it's like, where do I belong? Story of my life. But nah, man. Yeah, man. Hawks and the Magic. They're playing today.
That's like Stewie. That's like Stewie from the Family Guy and the Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. Yeah, man. Yeah. Then after that, we got the Warriors and the Grizzlies, which should be a real good game, man. So just gonna keep in tune with those 2 games as we go along tonight.
Absolutely. All right, my man below me, Mr. Shane Owen. How you doing, sir?
Oh, well, I can go ahead and apologize to everybody out there that's tuned into us tonight for my voice. I lost it sometime yesterday morning. It's been slowly coming back. I was hoping to be a little bit better for now, but we're going to tough through it, man. Hey, we're going to have some great conversations tonight, man. I'm really excited for this draft that we've got coming up. Got a pretty deep one, and interested to hear everybody's take on it.
Absolutely. God, I cannot wait. Matt, Shane, think about this. We are literally only officially 9 days away from the start of football off season / season on regular season, because the draft gets us going. OTAs are literally next. I believe the OTAs are next. Actually, OTAs are next week, if I'm not mistaken. So we're right there. We're almost there. Just hold on a little closer, guys. Want to give a quick shout out to, and this is actually a very serious one we got to talk about real quick. Matt and Shane and Hank and everybody who knows my daughter plays on softball, and if you guys can tonight, hold your family extra close. One of the players on the team, her stepdad, unfortunately had his life taken from him senselessly. It's pretty devastating. the player played tonight, but you can see she was pretty devastated from what Cassie told me. So if you guys can, please think about my daughter's team. Think about everything and just hold your loved ones close. Obviously, it's devastating when anybody loses anybody at any time, but she, the mother, between her and her stepdad, had 7 kids to take care of, and yeah, she's really struggling. She's going through a tough time. So definitely keep your thoughts and prayers out to my daughter's family, my daughter's softball family. Great team. And by the way, they lost unfortunately tonight, y'all. For those who don't know, they did have an exhibition game. They did. This team that they played last year, they won 19-3. This year, that team won 10-7, and the bases were loaded at the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 6th, oh gosh, so close. The unfortunate part was the girl struck out. So, but proud of my girls for that. But then tonight they lost 6-3. But yes, guys, Addison got another hit. She is officially 7 for 9, and she got 2 RBIs tonight, guys. So congratulations to Addison. Keep it going, baby. I'm proud of you. We're all proud of you. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk some indoor football. We're gonna have a tell us about the journey about how to hopefully become an NFL prospect. Also, we are going to talk our NFL draft. God, I mean, I'm so excited. I have all the names I'm ready to pull up for that one. Guys, also shout out to Austin Riley. The dude is on fire. Let's hope it continues. And the Atlanta Braves can continue to win. They won 2 in a row. Let's make it 3 in a row. 3's a winning streak. Wanted to let you guys know, Matt and Shane. No, I'm telling you guys because I heard this. So we got mentioned on a local radio station here in the upstate South Carolina because remember I made the comment on Friday. We know a particular station and show tried to call say that the Atlanta Braves should hang it up after 12 games and get ready for the next season. We got someone give us a shout out saying we don't know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about. I tip my cap to that. All right, guys, y'all ready to bring our guest on?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Hall of your Tri-County River Gators.
How y'all
What's
doing,
going
man?
on, Jason?
Hey, what's up, Jason?
Good,
What's
man.
going on?
Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, obviously, like we're talking about, we're only 9 days away. I mean, first off, how cool is it to know we're 9 days away from basically football getting going again for every aspect of it? It's a pretty exciting moment, right?
It's a good moment. I'm trying to see who's gonna land who.
That's right,
see
absolutely.
what's gonna happen. People going. Hey, we just gonna have to get ready and see what's gonna happen. It's an exciting moment. I know it's an exciting moment for them. You know what I'm saying? Because half of them probably already know what team they're going to be on. If we're just being honest, they already know. They already know who they're going to be on already. They're just acting clueless at this point.
Oh yeah, it's entertainment. It's all for the drama. All right, so let's get going. So obviously, Jason, the journey to the NFL, it is a long and it is a tough one, but it's not impossible. Can you tell us just a little bit about your journey so far and what you see for the future?
Right. So my journey so far, pretty much. So I've never played in the NCAA. I played only like prep, which is like an extra year of high school, and then I played JUCO. And then things happen. You can't always focus on that Division I dream because everybody can't go D1. I had offers, but they were more like walk on. If they were scholarships, they weren't like the par scholarships where you just have to come out of pocket. And so my mom told me, she was like, why don't you just try professional football? And I was like, I never thought about it. I thought I was like, well, I have to go finish college to play professional football. I did my research and I've seen there's many people that has made it to professional leagues without any college experience. Just like Quantez Stiggers. I'm not sure if you heard about him, but
Yeah.
he's what is he? He's on the Jets now or something like
Yeah.
that.
It was like
Yeah, he's on the
Jets.
Jets now, and he hasn't played a lick of college football. So, and he started in the arena, like where the FCF is pretty much indoor football, arena football. So it's like, after my mom told me that, I had signed to the Alabama Beavers in the IFA. Then I had
Oh,
got
that's a fun topic.
yeah. And then I had got released.
Look who's visiting.
Then I had got released. I'm not sure why. But it's all right. You know, God has different plans for everybody. You know.
Mhm.
After that, you know, I was kind of devastated. But then the Tri-City River Gators, we talked. They love my film. It was like, you know, we could use you. Actually, the GM, shout out, Mr. Glenn. So he was praying for like a running back like me, like a fullback running back, because he was like he needed another one like my type. So, definitely blessed for that to happen. I went to the scrimmage, did great at scrimmage. It was an amazing time. You know, had our first game last like 2 weeks ago. Played the Mississippi Wolfpack. We took it to overtime. We won 20 to 14. I made my first professional touchdown that game. It was awesome. It was really awesome. Like not to brag or anything, but like the first carry, not to brag or nothing, but my first professional carry was a touchdown. I
Oh,
can
wow.
brag about that. I'll just say,
Hey, you better brag about that, man. You better
Absolutely,
brag
that
about
is
that.
something to hold your head up high with.
I had done it.
Right. And it's actually made history too. You know, I didn't really recognize it until he told me. He was like, you know, you made the first touchdown in like River Gators history for the franchise. And I was like, I couldn't process it at first, and I realized, I was like, dang, I actually did. That's crazy. And and then you know, we had a game last Saturday, which was we happened to lost, you know, but it's okay, you know. We play them again in our home stadium. You know, it's at 5 p.m. I'll send Brandon the link so y'all could watch it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much, you know, I scored the first touchdown that game too. Then I caught a 2-point conversion. So it's kind of funny how the 2-point conversion happened, right? So it was a pass play, and the quarterback threw it. The ball went over my head and it bounced off the wall. So in arena, if it bounced off the wall, it's still catchable. So it bounced off and it landed to my hands. And me and the dude was holding the ball. He was like, "There's no way you just caught that." And I was like, "Yeah, I just caught it." I ain't gonna lie, it's really funny. Arena football is funny because like yeah, we fight, you know what I'm saying? We beef, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all trying to get to one mission. You know what I'm saying? It's fun at the end of the day. Everybody knows each other. It's really good. But yeah, man, I definitely do plan on going to the NFL from arena football, whether if it's me going from arena from the AAL to the AF1 to the indoor football league, working my way up to the UFL. I do want to play for the Birmingham Stallions. So if the Birmingham Stallions see this, I do want to play for y'all, and I'll be available. I'm telling you.
We'll make sure we share that to them, man.
Absolutely. And you know we know them, so
Okay, cool. I'm just down the road. I'm in Alabama, so and our team's in Madison. So, and then hopefully from the NFL from there. You know, I do believe in God. I do feel like He has that journey for me because He's put it on me heavy. Definitely been praying about it. Definitely. So, the journey is going to be really interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm gonna continue to put in the work. It all's got to start here. You know, Kurt Warner, he played arena football, and now look where he ended up. So
that's right. He is a Hall of Famer, actually. Hey, this is a
Absolutely.
comment right here for you, by the way.
Hey, what up, Birdie? What up, man?
By the way,
What up, man?
I got to give this quick shout out right here, Matt. This is one of the best comments we have ever seen. As always, this is the best show for us beard lovers. We get every stage of beard growth on this show. That is so true. Look, I have the goatee. Matt has a beard, but it's kind of like a fade beard. So, and then you have a beard. But then if you and now, Jason, if you ever get the chance to go look back at Shane's old pictures,
that
he
thing
had
was
the
like
Duck
this.
Dynasty beard.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. When he comes back on, ask him how that Duck Dynasty beard was.
I'm gonna ask him, was he on the show? I'm gonna ask.
The crazy thing is, about that beard, the whole beard situation. Brandon, right over here, man, he can no longer grow his beard, man.
Don't
it's like he can no longer grow. This up here. But
you know what, Matt?
I digress. We're gonna move. Go ahead and move on to the next topic. Let's go ahead and do this.
That's
Hey, we
crazy.
got another message here from a guy named Quan for you, by the way, Jason.
What up, Quan? What up, man? How you doing, brother?
So look, first off, don't even go there, Matt, but we'll just continue to ignore Matt in his obtruse comments. All right, so now obviously we've seen a lot of trouble this offseason in the smaller leagues. We're actually just talking about this earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
It's never fun to see things happen like that we have. Let's just do a little recap on those folks. You guys remember the South Carolina Ravens. They folded. There is a lot of interesting backlog on that one. The owner apparently was stealing money. So, what do you think we could do? Okay, let me rephrase this. What could we see in the future, like what other leagues? Like the AF2. Again, now obviously it's the defunct PAIA league. Look, the Arena Football League. We've talked about this so many times. It is, 1, 2, 3. It's like the fourth time or fifth time. Is the fifth time the charm? Like, what do you think could happen with regards to this?
So I definitely feel like, especially with the lower leagues, because most of the time it does come down to money. If we're just being honest, at the end of the day, I feel like they should literally know how much they need to set it up before they even try it. Some people try to do it without even having a plan to execute it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just they just try to get people in, bring in younger guys, bring in guys that is their last hope. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's just at the end of the day, just be truthful. Because most of these leagues can help players get into the bigger leagues. Like a successful lower league like the AAL2, the one I'm in, it's been around since 2017. And you don't hear anything about it because they do it the right way. It's just certain ways you got to handle things, man. Honestly, you can't just play with people's emotions, play with their dreams, especially I would say the younger guys, but mainly the older guys, because some of them they're like 29, almost pushing 30, and this is their last hope for like their football dream, because I know they don't want to play semi-pro. I know that for a fact. I know they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to play that 37U, getting off the couch and just, you know what I'm saying? Then you got work in the you got work in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So your ankle hurting and all that kind of stuff, man. But, for the lower tier leagues, man, they can definitely help out people if they do it the right way. Stop scamming people. That's the best thing to put it.
Pretty much.
I was about to say, who's getting scammed this week?
All right. So before we go any further, I'll let Hank know. By the way, Hank, this is Jason. Jason, this is our boy Hank from Memphis, Tennessee.
What's happening?
Hey, doing good.
Oh man, good. And so you're under this impression about these scams as well, huh? So, how the hell do you finesse a whole organization? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
They I don't know. They probably been doing it for a long time. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, yeah,
but be the creator of the organization. You have a game plan set in place. Right. You know what you're gonna do. You know how much you're gonna take or scam for, and you just follow the protocol. Just keep going, keep going, and then just disappear like a thief in the night, man.
Right, but unless they think that it's going to benefit them financially in a significant amount of money, $45,000 is not enough to No, I'm sorry.
It's significant. That's significant enough to some people. To some people, that's enough to get started for what they need to do.
Well,
You know,
I guess
if you want to get a house, if you want to get a house, what you do, that's enough.
Right.
Down
Big down payment on
a
a home. That absolutely is. That cuts you.
Yeah.
You only have to put down. I believe I believe it's like 10%.
10%.
Yeah.
These are
And you're putting down $45,000 on a home.
That's a new car.
Fine.
That's a new car.
Right.
Everything.
I'm pretty sure they do it with the motive in place. They know what they want. They do it, get what they need,
right.
Get out before anybody knows anything. So
yeah, but that's like claiming 18 dependents on your tax returns. You're going to have to pay in the end for that anyway. So why go for the greedy score when you could go for the minuscule consistency, so to speak? You know, that's man, I'm from Memphis, and there's this, what Memphis stands for: making easy money, pimping
in style. Yes,
yeah, pimping. Yeah, we ain't gonna say the other word, but making easy money, but pimping pimping, in style. But that's the thing about it, man. Like you kind of grow up with this lack of understanding of how money actually works and stuff like that, and then you think that sort of money is going to be worth it for whatever short amount of time that it lasts. Because it is a lot of money. Okay, there's $45,000 is nothing to scam or nothing to snicker at. That's the average WNBA salary.
Who said anything about $45,000, Hank?
Well, I mean,
we didn't mention any names or anything here.
I didn't mention any names, but
I mentioned the team name.
You didn't mention the team name.
Okay, well, I'm trying not to get anybody.
Don't mention the team name.
All right, so let's go to the next topic. All right.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Question.
Okay, cool. I had to get
all
that
right,
off
so
my chest.
Jason, you and I, for those who don't know, Jason is in Dothan, Alabama, which I know exactly where Dothan is. I'm from Mobile. Shout out to all those true folks in the greatest state, Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bite your tongue.
Moved away when he was like 6 months old, but yes.
I mean, not even that. Let's go ahead and continue.
I was 2 years old, buddy, and I still go visit all the time.
I heard that.
All right, so Jason,
Brandon, the last time you were in Alabama, Nick Saban was going into year like 6 or something like that, man.
No, last time I went to Alabama was when Uncle Eric had a heart attack.
I mean, besides
that was only 6 years ago.
Yeah, all kidding aside, we know you're from Alabama, and that's a great state to be from, though, because especially for football.
Absolutely. All right, so let me ask you, Jason, who is your favorite NFL franchise and your favorite player, and why?
So, I may get a lot of hate for this for my favorite franchise.
Don't say Dallas Cowboys.
No, never.
Look at Matt's creeping in like I want to hear it.
I'm a Chiefs fan. Okay.
What?
I'm a Chiefs fan. Look, I'm a Chiefs fan only because of Edwards-Helaire. Not mainly because Patrick Mahomes. I love Patrick Mahomes, I do, but it's mainly because of Edwards-Helaire, Isaiah Pacheco, and it was Tyreek Hill, but yeah. Anyway,
you get a pass.
Yeah, we'll give you a pass for Tyreek Hill.
But my favorite player would be Mike Tolbert. That would be my favorite.
Ooh, okay.
Mike Tolbert.
Yeah,
he was a bruiser.
Yeah, he's we pretty much got like the same kind of build, like honestly, but like I'm more like slimmer than he is, but he's just more, I kind of watched his highlights and I was like, like dang, that's low key, like that's kind of me. I got compared to Mike Tolbert, Mike Turner, Frank Gore, Jerome Bennis, and some other players, man. But I definitely see Mike Tolbert more and Jerome Bennett a little bit. I don't know where they got Mike Turner from. I guess because of my height. I guess I don't know, man.
we know Turner the Burner so well, don't we, Matt?
Yeah, man. I mean, if like I said, I haven't seen any of the highlights yet. Of course, I'm going to definitely go and check them out.
I'll send them to you. I have them.
Please do. But yeah, man, if you say Mike Turner, hey, man, that's a compliment. That's a compliment within itself.
Absolutely.
So take that.
The Burner was elite back in the day. So, all right. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about about basketball. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, last night we saw the WNBA continue its forever growth when they selected Paige Beckers to be the number 1 pick. And we talk about this all the time when we obviously kind of have to, because I'm a girl dad times 4. Matt's a girl dad as well. Women's sports is growing. It's going to grow in major popularity. Where do you think, or actually, where would you like to see a WNBA franchise start in the next 5 years?
All right, so this brings us back to Alabama. So I feel like Alabama needs one because Alabama is kind of starting to have more professional teams like in it because believe it or not, Alabama is a sports city, like sports state. Like we need more. Like if we had like an NFL team, I kid you not, everybody would go to it. Especially WNBA or even an NBA team, right? I feel like Alabama needs more love, man. Like Florida gets the love, Georgia gets the love, Tennessee gets the love. Like Alabama, like we just right there. Like why
I mean,
can't we get it?
for the last 20 years, you guys are like number one in college football, man. For like the last 20 years, you guys were college football for like the last 20 years, man.
Thank you.
You guys need to take a break. Just take a break, man.
We might as well call Alabama, University of Alabama our professional team. Then at this point,
I was about to say I don't feel sorry for Alabama as far as sports goes. How many Division I college teams do y'all have down there? I mean,
too many to count.
Exactly.
So the University of Alabama, Birmingham, University of Alabama,
Auburn,
University of South Alabama.
Yeah,
and that's not being disrespectful. What I'm saying is that you have a lot to take pride for already.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alabama's a good football state in general. There's something different about the boys from Alabama. I mean, let's see. So you may be familiar, Jason. Do you know where Baker High School is?
Baker. I've heard of Baker.
They're down in Mobile. They've always put out good D1 talent, and a lot of them do stay. They'll either stay at South Alabama or they'll go to Auburn. It's really weird, by the way, how they go to Auburn out of all places, but I'm not going to digress on that one. But it's true. Alabama breeds them differently.
Julio Jones from the Mobile area.
Yeah, Julio Jones is from Alabama.
Foley, I believe it's
Foley, Alabama. Yep,
I believe it's Foley. Yeah, Alabama got a lot of talent though, mainly because in the summer we're outside playing football. Like where there's grass, that's where we're at. Like not even gonna lie, that's where we're at mainly.
Well, even like your basketball, like Alabama football team basketball. I mean, JaMychal Green was it's been about 10 years ago now, but he was a McDonald's All-American with the Alabama basketball team. So there's some pride.
Well, and last night, an Alabama girl got selected in the. I think she was the 6th or 7th pick in the draft, so she got selected. So Alabama, they're doing good things in basketball too. So absolutely,
I remember the infamous. What was it? 3 versus 5 with Colin Sexton, man. When their whole team fouled out, play for Alabama, and they had to play. So I mean, a lot of talents come through Alabama. Brandon Miller, as far as basketball goes, just left out of there. Yeah, man. I mean, Alabama's definitely going to come up when it comes to basketball. So I give them that.
All right, so let me ask you this, Jason. The NBA postseason actually starts tonight.
Right.
It just has already started.
I think it already started.
Yeah. Atlanta is taking on the Orlando Magic. Atlanta's only down by 10, so we'll keep up to that one. But who do you have winning between Atlanta and Orlando, and then obviously between Memphis and Golden State?
So if I'm just being bluntly honest, I mainly care about Golden State. Not even gonna lie to you. I'm a Golden State fan, man. Mainly because of the Splash Bros, because of Clay. Even though Clay is somewhere else. Because of Clay, Stephen, and Draymond. Even though Draymond, he's more of the aggressor, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? We forgive and forget, man. So, I definitely think Golden State will definitely take it. And the next one you said Atlanta
and Orlando.
I say Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta.
I like that.
But didn't they say Jimmy Butler and
all right,
and Stephen Curry are out?
No, they're listed on the injury list. There's a potential they may not play tonight. That's according to ESPN.
They will not miss this game today.
Okay,
ESPN mentioned it today.
They will not miss this game today.
Because I've got Golden State winning the game for the record, but if those two are out, then it could change the dynamic.
That will change the dynamic. No. I mean, it's gonna be I think it'll be a really good game. I don't think Golden State's gonna blow them out or anything. I think it'll be a close game because the Grizzlies aren't playing well. So
no.
What's
All
up?
right, so here's the last question for you, Jason, because I know you got to hop off here because you got to close your store. You know, I've seen your film. I'm going to share it obviously with the guys, but what ran through your mind when you got that first professional touchdown? Like what sat in your mind? Like, was it like a, oh my God, I just did this, or like WTF kind of thing?
So honestly, I'm not even gonna kid to you. So when I got the ball and I was running, it like happened so fast I couldn't process it because I was. Y'all ever had a moment in like sports? People that play sports, they understand it. They have that moment where it feels like they didn't do it. It was just their body just did it. They didn't do it at all. So it just felt like an out of body experience. Like I was watching myself do it. It was crazy. It's like when I landed there and got a touchdown, I'm not even gonna lie, I was supposed to hit the Dougie. But I don't know how to hit the Dougie, me personally. I don't. Because me and my girlfriend, we agreed, it was like, you're gonna do Dougie when you score. So I was like, okay, cool. I scored. Let me hit the gritty. I'm not hitting the Dougie. I'm not gonna do that.
Hit him with the
But
flex. It's less.
yeah, it was just in the moment. Definitely, the coaches called it. The coaches called it. I'm not even gonna lie. Coach Z, he called. He told me. He was like, you're gonna get your first touchdown this game. Happened. God's grace. The first carry was a touchdown. I was like, bro, my first. I can forever, like we said earlier, like bragging rights. My first professional carry was a touchdown, so I can say that.
That's
Um,
dope.
but yeah, man, it was really an exciting moment. I definitely use my height as an advantage because they have to go for my legs. So if you're not
Mm.
going for my legs, you're not tackling me. So um, it's just a blessing, man. I was definitely happy about it, man. Especially for my second touchdown last Saturday. I had to fight to get that one. I'm not even gonna lie, because they had me. I had to stretch the ball out and land the ball down. They were talking about some other players talking about some, oh, like that wasn't it, that wasn't it, that wasn't it. I'm like, bro, the ball's down. And the ref look, he was like this. I was like, thank you. That celebration I did, I don't watch baseball, but I did this. I struck it out. I called it a day. But it
I
was
just
a, it
sent you
was
the
a
highlights, Matt.
it
Okay.
was a, it was a good one, man. I loved it. I do love arena, man. It's an adjustment compared to outdoor, man. But the plan is definitely to go back outdoor, and I
Mhm.
feel like I'll be more fast reacting because arena is like a really fast paced game. So, but yeah, that's definitely it was definitely fun, man. It was definitely fun.
Absolutely, and I mean, we're excited for you. We will do everything. 'Cause look, like I told you, we have connections. We will absolutely try to find out the best possible route for you. Hopefully, we can get it going for you. But we had a lot of fun having you on. Obviously, we want to have you on again.
Oh, definitely.
And Matt. All right, so let Matt and Hank and let everybody know when's the next game, please.
So the next game is this Saturday in Madison, Alabama. It is at 5 p.m. We'll be facing the Georgia Indians again, so it's a rematch. Not even gonna lie, us and Georgia Indians. I don't want to say it's like Alabama and Auburn. I'll say it's more like Alabama and Georgia. If we're just being bluntly honest at this point.
Okay.
We're both two talented teams. We're the top. We're 1 and 2 in the conference because if I'm just being bluntly honest, we're the top two teams in the conference. So, but yeah, I'll definitely send Brandon the link so y'all can watch the game too. Um,
Awesome.
Fantastic.
it's definitely gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be a good journey. Like I said, it's a journey to the NFL, man. Definitely got faith. I'll get there, even if it's a workout. Even if it's me from going to the UFL, playing there, then working my way into the NFL, man. It's a journey, and I'm here for it. Like I'm only 21 years old right now. Got time. I'm gonna do what I need to do, so I can get there.
Absolutely, and we are going to support you tenfold, man. Thank you so much for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Go have a wonderful evening, and as Matt will always say, don't get flagged on the way home.
No, I got you. And I'm gonna say one more thing. I'm gonna say shout out to my Tri-City River Gator families. Shout out to Brandon, Matt, and Hank. I appreciate y'all, man, for having me on here. Shout out Max One Nutrition. That's one of my sponsors too, even though I work here too. And Odyssey.
Gotta plug it.
Odyssey. Shout out to Odyssey too. And I really appreciate you guys. Next time when y'all get me on here, hey, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a movie.
Don't forget. Remember Saturday, May 3rd, man. I hope to see you up there, man. All right.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
All right. Take care, Jason.
All right, Jason, man. Be safe.
All right,
partner.
All right.
Guys, let's just like, holy cow, that's awesome to know his experience, and I'm excited for him. And oh God, I'm sorry, I'm watching the Lightning and the Panthers here, and Lightning scored and Panthers are unfortunately on the power play. So all right, let's get going. All right, Matt, you ready?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. You know what I've gotten hooked on, man, lately?
What?
This is random. Frozen cherries, man. I've just gotten hooked on frozen cherries lately.
Frozen
I
cherries.
don't know what it is.
Maraschino cherries?
Nah, they're from Publix,
No,
man. They're
Publix
like sweet,
brand.
they're sweet dark cherries. The frozen sweet.
Publix
sweet.
brand is the best.
Yeah, man, it's
No.
crazy. I just can't stop eating those days. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. That's just a story for another day.
How about the
I
most
love it.
random comment, by the way?
That sounds delicious. That sounds
Hey,
delicious.
Publix got some
sludge.
really good like frozen vegetables and frozen fruit. Dude, the frozen fruit is off the chain. Shout out to Publix. That's not a sponsor, but hey, Publix, if you're watching, we'd love to be a sponsor of us. But Publix has some really good frozen raspberries. Oh my God.
Get your Publix frozen cherries.
Man, all this sounds fantastic.
Man.
All right, guys. Hank, I
Right.
wish you had the dun 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 dun, but we don't have that sound effect. We can't play it because we don't own the rights to it.
I'll have to look it up, and I'll have to look it up and see if I can get it. But yeah.
We don't own the rights to it, so we can't play it.
Mm.
All right, so guys, April 24th, 8 p.m. Matt, where are you gonna be sitting?
April 24th, 8 p.m. That is the NFL draft, man.
That's right.
What's that? Is that a Thursday?
Yep, it's a Thursday.
So it's the first. Now they just do the first round and
The whole first round is in one day.
and just one day, and then the second round is a whole other day, right?
Second round, it's the second, and through the fourth is the second day, and then the third day is everything else.
Which nobody watches the last 2 days anyway. But let's go
Yeah.
with it.
I mean, hey man, if you're trying to get drafted, you'll be watching, man. You know,
Absolutely.
It's true. Yeah, it's like watching the WNBA draft on the second and third day. You know, it's just not a lot of people are watching.
Yeah, I watched the whole WNBA draft, and I'm
There's
proud of
only
the girls
one-
that got
there's only-
selected.
There's only one day in the NBA.
I'm proud for you too. That's my chance to lift weights and practice guitar or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
But
man.
But hey,
hey, man, somebody's got to be the villain.
all right,
But
Matt, I'm gonna start with you. Dun 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 dun. You're gonna make the first pick. Who is the number one pick from Matt's board?
The Tennessee Titans have to pick, correct?
Yes,
They are
Titans have the
definitely.
number one pick.
Ooh, it depends, man. Two routes here. Maybe they believe in Will Levis and they select Travis Hunter, but we're talking about the NFL here. They need good storylines here. Nothing like a good old quarterback battle. So I think they're going to go with Cam Ward.
All right, so Matt, Tennessee Titans have selected Cam Ward, quarterback out of Miami. All right, Hank, you are on the clock with the second pick. The Cleveland Browns select who?
I got to go with the kid that won the Heisman for the running back from Boise State. What's his name again?
Ashton Genty.
Aston Genty. Yeah, the one that he won the
Cleveland.
Heisman. Do what?
You gonna have Cleveland you think Cleveland's gonna select Ashton Genty? All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
Off the top of my head.
All right. So Ashton Genty, you were off the board. The number 2 pick goes to Cleveland. They are selecting a running back. All right, Matt. Dun 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 dun. Dun. The New York Giants, the number 3 pick in the draft. Who do they select, Matt?
Oh, Giants need everything they need. They got
Everything.
Russell Wilson. They just got Russell Wilson. So I don't think they'll take a project here. They're going to need somebody to make an instant impact. If Travis Hunter falls to 3, I can see him going there. But actually, Abdul Carter. I'm gonna go with Abdul Carter. You get nothing like you need pass rush. I can see him getting Abdul Carter here. Dude from
All
Penn
right.
State.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd pick, the New York Giants have selected Abdul Carter. Now comes me to select the number 4 pick, the New England Patriots. Look, New England, they really do need a lot of help, but they need a lot of help on offensive line. I'm going to say The Patriots select Will Campbell, the tackle from LSU. What do you think on that one, Matt?
I think that's a good pick, best offensive lineman in the draft. I think you're gonna have some teams trying to move up just to draft him. To be honest with you, really good offensive tackle. I think he'll be great in the NFL. One of those Pro Bowl level type of offensive lineman. So
absolutely. And think about it, Drake May. You know, he's got unlimited potential, and if you have your blind side being blocked the way he can block, oh yeah, dude, you are absolutely setting yourself up for success. So, ladies and gentlemen, the New England Patriots will select Will Campbell, offensive tackle from LSU. All right, Hank, the number 5 pick goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who are they selecting?
I see probably Shadir Sanders. I think they'll pick him because they need a culture down there too.
All right, you heard it here, folks. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Maybe are they moving on from Trevor Lawrence? Shedeur Sanders, you have been selected by the Jaguars. All right, Matt. Dun 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 dun. Las Vegas Raiders. Who are they selecting? Go, sir.
Oh, if he falls this far, which I doubt, they'll probably go with Travis Hunter here. Then he would help on offense and defense. So I can see Travis Hunter going here.
Yeah,
if he's available.
So Las Vegas Raiders, you are the proud owners of Travis Hunter. Congratulations. All right, now comes the nitty gritties. Obviously, we don't know what is in store for the number 7 pick. It's the New York Jets. All right, man. I'm going to say, well, they need a lot of help in every aspect of it, but they need help on defense. Absolutely need help on defense. I'm going to select Mason Graham, the defensive tackle. I believe he's at Michigan, right, Matt?
Are they 3-4-4-3? The Jets. I think
they're a 4-3. They're switching back to a 4-3.
Ooh, man, you put Mason Graham next to Quentin Williams. Oh my gosh, that defensive line will be a beastly. So yeah. If he's available at that right there, if Mason Graham, first of all, Mason Graham is going to be top 3, top 4 D tackle in this league for a long time, man. Dude is disgustingly good. Disgustingly good. But yeah, I could definitely see that. I know Justin. Their quarterback they just signed. So what?
Justin Fields.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember his last name for a second. Thanks for the bell out, Brandon. I know they probably want to get Justin Fields some more weapons here. I think they'll probably go offense. I think they'll get Justin Fields another weapon here. But defense, that wouldn't be a bad look for the next 10 years to have Quentin Williams and your boy Mason Graham right there. That'd be a crazy defensive line.
I'd be scared. Yeah. I absolutely would be scared. All right, Hank, we're coming to you. Dun 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 dun.
Skip me like 3 times.
I'm not skipping you 3 times. No. All right, number 8, Carolina Panthers. All right, we know what's going on with them. I think the Bryce Young experiment ends after this year. That's just my thoughts. Who do you got them selecting?
I'm gonna say that cornerback, Jahdae Barron. I think he's probably they need a little bit of help on need a little bit more strength on defense, especially on the secondary.
Right. Well, there you have it, folks. Carolina Panthers have selected Barron. All right, Matt, you ready?
Okay.
The number 9 pick is Matt's absolute favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Oh. Who are they selecting?
Jesus Christ.
They need a QB. They
need it. Well, honestly, they just need to fold. Just go away.
They got. Are they going to give Spencer Rattler a full fair shot?
No,
I don't know.
They've already said that they were not. That he was not the future quarterback. They have come out and even said that. It was all over ESPN. Stephen A. Smith, Dan Orlovsky, all of them. Every single one of them has said New Orleans is going to get a quarterback. But here is the tricky part, too. Do you know who the New Orleans Saints have been talking to religiously, though, Matt?
Who's that?
Pittsburgh. And I mean, they're like 2 peas. They're like peas and carrots. They are talking, and a lot of talk is they're going to trade the number 9 pick to the Steelers, and the Steelers are going to rack up on draft capital.
You mean the Saints are going to rack up on draft capital?
Yeah, Saints are going to rack up on draft capital.
Is what they need to do, but they're not going to do it because it's New Orleans. They'll go with Shedeur Sanders here if he's available. They'll definitely go with Shador here. Yeah, I can see that.
All right, I like it. Look, I think Oakland is not going to, I just said Oakland. I think Las Vegas is not going to go after Shador just because the Raiders are, they're the Yetas. But they always have those. They pull a Raider situation and they always just create hiccups. And I think the Lightning just scored their third goal. Yes. All right, Matt, we're going back to number 10. We're going to do you again, number 10. And then we're going to have Hank do number 11. The Chicago Bears. We've already seen an absolute crazy offseason for everybody, including the Bears. Who do the Chicago Bears select, sir?
I see them going with I can see them going with probably go defensive back here. What's the kid from Missouri? I'm sorry, not Missouri. What's that kid's name? I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking. He's from Missouri, the one you're thinking of, the tackle, right?
I think they're gonna go defensive back though. I think they have to go defensive back here.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. I think I can't remember the kid's name. Let me look it up. I think I know his name. Give me a second. What's his name? I think Barron from Texas. The kid from Texas.
That was who Hank played with. Absolutely. All right, I like it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go that kid Barron from Texas, man. One of the top QBs in college, man. I think the Bears will do that. They'll get some help on the back end because teams were able to throw on them really easily last year.
All right. Shane, welcome back. You ready?
I guess I better be, right?
The San Francisco 49ers are on the clock. Who do they select, sir?
What pick number is it?
Number 11.
Number 11. I'm going to say that they're going to have to go offensive line here. I think since they lost, a couple decent guys that they had in there, the past couple of years, I think it's kind of top heavy on offensive linemen this year in the draft. There's a lot of disparity between your top level linemen and then your other linemen in this year's draft, which is kind of the opposite of what we've seen in the last couple drafts. But I think that they're going to have to go after a lineman here, kind of short up, especially, to keep everybody healthy back there if they want to continue with Purdy or not.
So who are they selecting? Who do you have as their offensive lineman?
I'm not sure because about once you get out the middle of the second round, as far as lineman talent, there's bad picks. But I'm not sure you can't really go too wrong. I haven't done too much studying on it on the lineman side of it yet.
Yeah,
so.
And who does? I mean,
all right. So what we'll do, we'll go around. Matt, here's my selection. I say Kelvin Banks. What do you think, Matt?
That'd be a good pick for him. That'd be a good pick for him.
Offensive tackle.
Yeah, that'd be a good pick for him, man. He's one of the top out there, probably third or fourth best offensive lineman in this draft. So
yeah,
I can see that.
All right, go with you. What about you, Hank?
For the 49ers?
Yeah, who would you pick?
I'm thinking it would be Armand Mimbo because I think he's got a little bit. I think he's bigger. I think he's got more of an edge. He's quicker. He runs. I think he runs like a 4.40 and like, what are we talking, like 5.7 or something like that? I mean, it's insane.
I like it. Absolutely like it. All right. So let's go right to Hank. Dun, 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 dun. The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Number 12 pick. Who do they select?
The smart decision would be probably McMillan. But
yes, I have heard that name like
I forgot how you pronounce his first name. Terriota.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yeah, that would be the wise decision to pick. But honestly, they have a reputation for getting these SEC quarterbacks, so I'm going to go with Jackson Dart.
Ooh.
You know, from Ole Miss.
But Hank just getting rid of all the quarterbacks.
Yeah, dang. Woo. Hank, ladies and gentlemen,
Who did you pick for Jacksonville? Who did you pick for Jacksonville again?
What did I pick for Jacksonville? I picked Shador Sanders because I think they need a culture down there. If he was on the board,
dang, hold on. If you pick Shador Sanders for Jacksonville, then dang, I need to pick somebody else for the I put Shador for
I don't. It don't matter. It don't matter. We're taking two. Man, this don't matter. Look, I don't agree with this. I mean, I don't agree with half y'all's picks. It don't matter. I mean, like obviously Cam Ward is probably going to go number 1 overall, but
oh yeah. All right, let's go to you, Matt. Dun, 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 dun. Miami, number 13th pick.
Miami. I think they're gonna go with that the D tackle from Mississippi. I forgot his name. I think it's Noel or Nolan or something like that. D tackle from Mississippi. I just think they need help on the defensive line. They don't spend all their money is tied up into offense, with the exception of Jalen Ramsey. So I think they're gonna draft some defense here.
Yeah, let me see here. I think they got that.
I'm gonna go with Nick Emmanuel, the safety. What do you think about that?
Safety help. I think they need all help on defense.
They need help on everything. Their imagine is. I mean, that you can't find one bit where they don't need help.
No, but
all right,
that's a South Carolina player, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's extremely versatile. Can come down and play some backer in the NFL, especially that nickel guy that starting off as a rookie.
Got the T on him, huh, Shane?
Know
all about him, huh?
Oh yeah, he does know all about him.
He can play with linebacker, come down on the nickel.
Hey, that's what he played in college too.
All right, so let's go to Shane, number 14th pick. The Indianapolis Colts select. Dun 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 dun. Who do they select?
Has Graham been selected already?
Mason Graham, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah. He's not going to see past top 5. Mason Graham's going to pick 6.
I don't know. I see him falling in a lot of situations for some reason. But I would say that, you know, if this is a pick that I would look for a kind of somebody that slipped that really shouldn't have slipped. Kind of be here that they may need. If they don't need it, I can see them trading out of this pick. But
too, absolutely.
They are in need of secondary help as well.
What team is this? This is the
Indianapolis Colts.
Oh God, please get them a tight end for once. Please get them a tight end.
Why? They're the Colts.
Because they haven't had a tight end since what? Kobe Fleener, and that was even a stretch. Jesus Christ.
A long time ago.
Yeah. You know, I could see, you know, like I said, a high value pick coming to one of their needs being here, but I see them trading out of this, if not to trade up for something. But then, you know, there's all kinds of secondary help out there and stuff like that. So if Nick's not chosen with Miami, I would definitely put him there with Indy.
I like it. All right, Matt, you ready?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. The number 15th pick for the Atlanta Falcons. Both you and I are going to make the selections. First you, then I'll make my selection. Matt, go. Who do they select?
For the first time in like Falcons history, we actually draft somebody from UGA. I think they're going to go with Jalen Walker here, man, the edge player from UGA.
I think they go with Mikael Williams, the defensive end from Georgia.
There you go.
Oh man, Jalen Walker. I think he's projected to go top 10 though.
He is.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
yeah.
He is very much favored that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
he is.
But he can also slip because a lot of teams from like 10 to like 15 don't really need pass rush like that. So
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Atlanta absolutely needs an entire line revamp, but
But I see Walker and Graham are kind of those two kind of switcheroos that I see in the draft. Like one's going to go early, the other one's going to fall back.
absolutely.
Whoever gets Mason Graham is going to love it, man. That dude is a beast, man. I
Yes,
just
they
think
are.
I think he's going to be real good in the league. But we'll see.
All right,
We'll
Hank.
see.
The number 16th pick, Arizona Cardinals. Who do they select?
Anybody?
I'm a balk because I don't give a rat's rear about the Cardinals. I know nothing about them.
No,
All right,
they
well,
need all positions, Hank. They need all positions.
They literally need
Exactly. I
every
mean, what
position there
don't
is.
they? I mean, what don't they need? I'm going to balk on that one. I mean,
I'll go to you then, Matt. Who do they select?
Who haven't we picked yet? We haven't picked McMillan.
What about
That
Derek
wide receiver
Hammond?
McMillan.
Harmon.
I pair him up with Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, Kyler Murray will be in heaven. They have the tight end. They already have that tight end. Huh?
Kyler Murray couldn't see him.
He can't see anybody that he throws to. But
That's why
if
you notice, every time Kyler Murray throws it up, he always falls back like this, man. So man, look, man. Eventually,
how about this?
They'll get a QB.
I'm going to go defense for them, and I'm going to say Arizona uses some portion of their brain. And how about Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle from Oregon?
That'd be a good pick for him.
That's a good productive possibility right there, right?
That's a good pick for him. They can even go to that Mike Green kid for Marshall.
Let's not talk about that because that was my pick for Atlanta as well.
Yeah,
I want Mike Green to be representing the Dirty Birds. Hands.
Oh, you just didn't want to jinx it. You didn't want to jinx it. That's what.
That's right. All right, Shane, the number 17th pick, the Cincinnati Bungles. They are on the board. Who do they select, sir?
Is what the kid from Clemson, the DB? Is he still there?
He's still there.
Yeah.
I pick him up.
Yep, they need all defense, all positions.
They absolutely do. Boy, do they ever need it.
Especially since they just threw all that money at those 2 wide receivers. Oh my God, those 2 wide receivers make more than half the team.
But they seriously need some secondary help. You can piece together a line in the NFL in the later rounds, but they seriously need secondary help. And I believe that I forget his name, but the kid from Clemson, he reminds me a lot of AJ Terrell that came out of Clemson a few years ago with just his
little brother. His little brother's there. AJ Terrell's brother is there.
Really?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
but
I'm not gonna say Avion Terrell. Avion, I think he's not eligible yet, is he?
I don't think so.
I forget the guy's name, but he's pretty well known to be in that good, 15 to 25 range, possibly. But he's going to be a good pickup. He's got good ball skills, and if you got good ball skills and natural instinct, all it takes is work ethic. And I believe that where he's coming from, that's instilled. So you got to kind of look into that, and hey, maybe a reason why T got so much money too.
All right, so let's go to the number 18th pick, Matt. The Seattle Seahawks, who need absolutely everybody.
I think they go edge rush here to get that kid from Tennessee, James Pierce Jr. I think they go with him.
Okay, all right, I like it. I mean, I was thinking we mentioned that the tight end, didn't we, from Penn State, didn't we, Warren?
What's his name?
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah, Penn State.
Yeah,
he's a darn good. He's a great tight end. Absolutely,
he's a really good tight end.
Yep. All right, so let's go to Hank. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the number 19th selection. They're on the clock. Who do the Buccaneers select?
I'm surprised he hasn't been taken off the board already, but Malski Starks from Georgia.
Ooh. I like that. What do you think about that pick, man? That's a good selection.
He's a safety, if y'all don't know.
Well, that's a real sneaky pick right there, man. I think he can be one of the sleepers of the draft, man.
I think he's going top 15. The fact that he's gotten this low is amazing on our list. And
I'm having a hard time understanding why he got so low.
Because
all right.
Because we're making some crazy picks, man.
Believe me, I chose Shadir Sanders.
To go to Jacksonville. I like that. All right.
Didn't you pick what's his name? Gentry at 2? Gentry at number 2?
Yeah, he won the Heisman. Why wouldn't they look at a running back?
He didn't win the Heisman.
Who won the Heisman? I thought he did.
No,
Travis Hunter did.
Travis Hunter.
No,
that's right. Yeah.
I don't see. Yeah. I mean, Gentry's good, but I don't think nobody's taking running back at 2.
But hey. Cleveland does Cleveland things. I mean, they've only had 1,000 quarterbacks.
Don't they still have Nick Chubb though? When then Nick Chubb got hurt, he's coming back off of that injury. That's right.
Horrific
Hence the reason why I chose.
Yeah, and he didn't even look the same.
That's a good.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a
that's
solid
good.
pick by you there, Hank. All right, let's go to number 20, Denver
I
Broncos.
can see Cleveland moving back and getting them too. That's a good
Absolutely. I don't know. Cleveland. I mean, again, Cleveland does the absolute Cleveland things, and they would do that. Get rid of the number 2 pick for like a 6th-round pick. That's just them. All right, I'm gonna make this selection right here. Denver Broncos. Let's see. Bo Nix. He needs a little more help with the wide receiver. I would say Matthew Golden. What do you think about Matthew Golden from Texas?
I think he's good. I think that other kid from Missouri, the Luther the third or whatever his name is, I think he's a better receiver. But yeah,
that's a good pick. But they need linemen. They
really need a lot of things.
They need linemen. I believe they can get by with their skill guys that they have for what Bo Nix is right now. But you've got to get some line in there because I mean he was exposed in that playoff game. Completely exposed. That line was trash.
Hey, we got breaking news.
Trash is a good thing compared to what we saw.
All right, so here's breaking news in our draft, our mock draft. New Orleans and Pittsburgh have switched picks. So New Orleans is on the clock with the 21st pick, and I'm going to go with Matt.
You did not just make a fake trade, Brandon.
I did. Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh.
I did. Gosh. Pittsburgh has New Orleans traded the quarterback Shedeur Sanders to Pittsburgh. And so New Orleans is on the clock at the 21st pick. Matt,
you know what?
The Saints pick?
No. First of all, you're not going to give me 2 Saints picks. Second of all, no, man. I hate when mock drafts do this. I hate when I'm looking at a mock draft and then it says, oh, no, this mock trade happened with this team. I'm like,
it's that little button you press.
Actually,
it literally spun. I have that little app that spins and it tells me who they're selecting. And it says that there was a trade. All right, we'll go to Hank then, okay?
No. I got it. But Saints, I think they picked that. Did anybody pick that tackle from Alabama, Booker, yet?
No.
I think they go offensive lineman here. Since they have another pick, they go offensive lineman and get Booker dude from Alabama.
I like it. All right, so now let's go to the 22nd pick, the LA Chargers. This one's gonna be tough. The Chargers. I'm trying to think. Justin Herbert, he does need an extra weapon, but he needs a blocker too. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say Colston Loveland. How about the tight end from Michigan? What do you think, Matt?
I think that's a good pick. Man. You can't go wrong. I think he's one of him and the other tight end there, 1A, 1B as far as it goes in this draft. So I think that's a good pick.
I like it. All right, Hank. 23rd pick, Green Bay Packers. Who do they select?
I'm gonna go with Michael Williams. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know much about him, but they could use it in that position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can I want you
All right.
first, man?
I like it. All right, Matt. 24th pick, the Vikings. They are on the clock. Who do they select?
I think the Browns have that pick.
I know
they traded that pick to the Browns.
Let me see. I'm gonna press the button to see if who it changes it to.
Yeah, I think they traded that pick to the Browns, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm surprised the Bengals aren't going to pick a kicker.
No, this actually, the little spinning app thing I just clicked. Okay. I clicked on it and there is a trade mentioned on here, but it's to the LA Chargers.
Wait, is that a real? No. I mean, in real life, I think in real life that pick goes to the Browns. I think the Vikings traded that pick to the Browns in real life, like serious. Really? Yeah, I didn't mean to play trade. I meant like real life. They traded that pick to the Browns.
That gum, man. I'm sorry. I'm literally hitting the button here.
He's hitting the button. I'm like, no, they actually made a trade, and I think they have it.
I was about to say, is this a real trade? Because that is some such horse doo-doo.
Yeah, I think the Vikings really made that pick.
24th. No, it still belongs according to ESPN.
I'm just gonna give everybody another first rounder just because I can.
And call it a day, huh? Okay.
All right. So the Vikings still own the pick.
Okay, that's my bad then. So the Vikings on the pick. What do the Vikings need? They have their quarterback already. They definitely have the receivers. They have their tight ends. They just resigned their running back, so they'll go defense here. Yeah, I can see them going defense here, man. I can see them going after. There's a linebacker that goes to Alabama, man. Campbell. I can see them picking I think his name is Campbell, but I can see them picking him from Alabama.
I'm gonna throw a coin in the well. How about Landon Jackson, the defensive end from Arkansas? That's a good pick, right?
I never thought about that. He's not even project. I don't even think he's projected to go in the top. The first
He's
round.
not projected. He's a late first rounder, but more of a second rounder is what they say.
You know what's going to happen?
Yeah, no, he'll go for. He's going to go second. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to go second round.
Because same thing happens every draft. Second round is going to end up going into the first round. It happens every draft.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to go to the first round.
Normally around this pick too.
Yeah,
right.
like
true.
24, 23 or something like that.
Yeah. Somewhere between 23 and 28.
Yeah,
it's like it's a stretch second rounder. Of course, I mean we saw a couple a few years back that a first rounder, top 15 pick, slips all the way back, and so somebody trades up at the end of the first round to pick them up.
That's true.
All
right, let's go to Shane. The 25th pick, the Houston Texans. The Texans, they have an offensive line that's like I mean, gosh, a freight train could run right through it. Not even that. A dog could run through it. So
they traded the best offensive lineman.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Who did they trade him to again?
I'm looking here. I don't see who. I'm trying to remember. Was it shoot? It wasn't Dallas. They won't do that.
What Washington was it?
I think it was Washington. Yeah, it was Washington. Yeah.
Larry Tunsil, they traded Larry.
Yeah, Larry Tunsil was traded there. Yeah. All right, so go ahead, Shane. Houston Texans. Who do they select?
This is a weird pick because I could see him going multiple different directions. Like I said, I hadn't studied too much on the players coming into the draft. I'm kind of waiting until next week. Got a lot on my plate, but I kind of know the team needs, and I think that an edge rusher or a linebacker here might be what they're going to look for, just based on maybe the picks that have come before and all, getting good talent deeper in the draft than what you thought. I could see that happening, but of course they need to. I think second, third round for sure. Houston is going to pick a running back to try to help out Stroud, and I think that a couple good ones might still be on the board, but I could see them going offense here. Especially if the receiver out of Texas or Missouri was still here at this point.
I like it. All right, let's go to the 26th pick. The team that Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. The Rams, they're the 26th pick. The Rams haven't had a first round pick in what, like 20 years?
I'm kind of shocked that I'm seeing Rams in first round pick. I'm kind of shocked about this one.
What?
I want to show you guys this real quick. So this is a science project for my daughter Addison.
Oh.
You put a ball around an egg, and then you put bubble wrap around it and tape it. So she's got to drop it from the second story building to see if this protects the egg. What do you guys think?
No.
We'll see. All right, go ahead.
Make an exoskeleton of toothpicks around it.
Who's next?
You want me to pick?
Yeah.
All right. How many years does Matt Stafford have left on his deal? Do you know?
I think he has 2, but it's a year by year. It's listed as a year by year situation with them.
I can see them drafting Jackson Dart here. Just kind of have him wait for a good year behind Matt Stafford. Kind of do the same thing what they did to Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco. Or anybody, Patrick Mahomes and Alex Smith. I can see them drafting Jackson Dart here just to get ready for the future because they're going to start getting their draft picks back, so they're going to start rebuilding. So, and obviously Stafford's not part of those plans. So Jackson Dart here.
I like that pick, obviously, and here is what they said earlier this week, actually, last week with the LA Rams is they really could see Jackson Dart going here because the Stetson Bennett experiment did not come to fruition. I don't know if he's even going to be active on the roster. I mean, I think honestly he needs to just go ahead and thank the Rams for having him on the team, but They're not, to be realistic. Stetson Bennett, he hasn't played like almost 3 years. So he's
Hey, look, man, the SEC network can always use good commentators, man. You know, so it's ain't no shame in that. And they make good coin. There's no shame in that whatsoever, man. No shame in that whatsoever. He just made good coin sitting right on the bench for 3 years in LA. You know, backup money. Nothing like backup money. He's fine.
That's right.
You know, he's perfectly fine.
Hey, all we saw the shift was from the Alabama alumnus quarterbacks going to the SEC network as commentators. Now it's going to shift to the Georgia quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to go with Hank on this one.
We saw Tebow first, so
all right.
Florida quarterbacks.
All right, Hank, the 27th pick. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. Who do they get?
I'm surprised nobody's picked up Trey Amos from Ole Miss. You know, they need a CB, they need a corner, and it's just I don't like. It's not that they're like weak on the corner position. It's that that's probably the weakest thing that they have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Absolutely, it does. All right,
yeah.
So
if you're going based upon what you have to pick, honestly, I think that they're going to trade. I think they're going to trade for different picks or something like that. They don't really need anything in the first round based upon what they can't get. So I think they might actually try to get some more second or third round picks.
I could totally see them doing that. I would not put it past, because, you know, Harbaugh, you know, if he doesn't see something he doesn't like, he will absolutely trade. And there are so many people who have said that the Ravens will trade. I could see them trading out of the first and like really stacking up on the second and third rounders. Absolutely.
That's what I'm thinking, because they're not weak. They're just not able to get over the hump of, you know, because they're in the, you know, AFC. You know, it's just that's all it is. They're not weak. It's like I'm just trying. It's like being right underneath the Chicago Bulls in the 90s. You know, you're not necessarily bad. You're just not the Chiefs.
That's right. So, all right, Shane, you ready? The 28th pick, the Detroit Lions. Who do they select?
Oh, Detroit Lions. That's a good one. They need linebacker help. So I say best available linebacker / edge rusher that you can pair with what you already have there to give you that third option. Because, like I said, I haven't studied too much on the individuals. I know team needs and what I would think. But, I mean, you think about it, you get 3 versatile enough guys that are edge rushers / linebackers to come down in a 5-man front.
Goal lightning.
And then, you know, have 2 of those suspected rushers that are probably, you know, 1 and 2, maybe best 1-2 combo in the game right now, coming off the edge. If you have those 2 that you think that are going to come and they can drop back into coverage, you know, I see that, you know, the way we look at tight ends and stuff like that is the way we've kind of shifted towards the edge rusher, outside linebacker kind of role. So I think that they go in that direction here. Kind of shore that up because they need a little bit, you know, on that second level, not necessarily on the first, but on that second level that maybe get them over that edge.
I like it. All right, Matt, 29th pick. Washington Redskins are on the clock. Who do they select?
Did we pick Will Johnson yet?
No one's picked him yet.
Oh my God, that's a top 5 pick. Oh my gosh.
I know we're severely slacking off.
We suck.
Will Johnson. What is going on?
Will Johnson, man. I doubt he falls out the top 10. He's the best cornerback in this draft, bar none. It's not even close. But
I can't believe we went that low. All right. Sorry, I'm gonna do the 30th pick, which is the Buffalo Bills.
Flip my first pick. I picked this D back in the top 10. Flip him with Will Johnson. And we're good. There we go.
Can't do that. Sorry, they haven't traded. Number 30, the Buffalo Bills. They're on the clock. All right, so I'm kind of stretching on this one because I've seen it. Damn. Sorry, Florida just scored a goal, so it's 4-1 Tampa. All right, I'm gonna say Maxwell Hairston, cornerback out of Kentucky. What do you think about that pick for the Buffalo Bills? Obviously, Douglas? I think he's a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. But I think the Bills, they more so need do they have a wide receiver that's worth anything that can? Well, no, they got Keon Coleman. They picked up Coleman. I forgot they got him last year. Okay, that's a good pick. I'll take that. I'll take that. They do need defensive back help. The defensive backs.
I'm going to do this one because I know Hank's absolute love for the Kansas City Chiefs. The 31st pick in the draft is the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to throw a rabbit in the hat here. And how about Gray Zabel, offensive tackle from North Dakota State? What do you think about that pick?
I like that pick. I think he's projected to go in the top 15-ish. So
he's really good. I actually really like him.
He's really good, man. One of the bright spots for that team, man. When they played, was it Colorado? They played, right?
Colorado, and they only lost by 2 points.
Yeah, so one of the bright spots on that team. So yeah, most definitely a great pick.
All right, Shane. Not Shane. Sorry, Hank. Oh, Hank, this is the last one. Then pick number 32, the Eagles. Who do the Eagles select?
Give me 1 sec. Let me look at. I'm now having to look at the list. I had most of this memorized, but
I can tell you, probably going to be a Georgia defensive player.
Well, he's already off the board because y'all picked him top.
No. We did the Georgia linebacker. We didn't pick that. They're supposed to be like a top 10, top 15 pick.
There's a pick we didn't pick.
Let me see who we're talking about. That's no, because they don't need a linebacker. They need a. They don't need a linebacker.
Was it Malaki Starks or whatever? Starks? Yeah, Starks could be.
No. I'm talking about Jalen Walker.
Yeah. No, he's okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe he would go. Okay. Honestly, since I'm the last pick, I'm just going to say it's either Jalen Walker or already picked Nick Amonori.
Okay.
That's my two picks. They need a safety more than anything.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. All right, so
and he's not going to go as high as we got him earlier. He's not. I'm sorry. I know we got South Carolina fans here, but it's just a reality of it. You know?
I'm a Tech fan.
He's a Virginia Tech fan. I'm going to go to you and ask you the question. All right, Shane. The 32nd pick.
He says that like we give a rat's rear.
No, he said it to correct you. Could you call? How dare you call him a South Carolina fan? How dare you do that?
You two, I don't know who the South Carolina fan is besides Brandon here, but
there are no South Carolina fans.
No. I am not a South Carolina fan.
There are no South Carolina fans.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. South Carolina is my.
But Shane was like Virginia Tech fan.
Yep.
Nobody's perfect.
Get it right, buddy. Whoa. Nobody's perfect. Whoa.
I'll still take a step down by saying I'm a Hokie fan, but
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I like Virginia. For the record, off the record, I like Virginia Tech. They're great. I really do. Always have.
All right, Shane. We're gonna since now that Hank has told us his 32nd pick. Who are you picking? What are you picking at 32nd?
At 32nd, just to be facetious, the next best white cornerback that's out there.
Oh my word! Here we go.
I dig it.
I mean, you had.
I mean, they did get the first one in what? When was the last time they selected an actual?
Well, they got Blankenship.
Cooper DeJean. They got Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Blankenship
was the first one forever.
Blankenship, a year or two before that from Iowa too. He was not first round, but I could see. We had the Legion of Boom in Seattle. We could have the Great Whites in Philly.
The Great White Hypes. The Great White Hypes.
Terrible.
But no, I mean, but in all seriousness, I think they go. I don't know. It's hard to see what they're missing other than secondary.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that too.
That's hard to see.
Even that's a stretch.
But
what about offensive tackle? I mean, the line is always you can always improve on the line.
That's
great.
That's where you're looking like we talked about that 23rd pick and on, like 23rd, 28, like basically 22nd and on to the end of the round. If there's nobody available there that you really like, and if there's no trades available that you really like, you find the best available player for your situational needs, whether that be in grooming them to come up through the line, that you've got, because I mean, as great as Philly's line is, they are getting of age, which they're all still younger than us, probably.
All right, so I'm gonna click. Let me click the little button here to see what it does. All right, so there's been a trade actually. The LA Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles have traded. The LA Rams are now on the clock for the 32nd pick. The Eagles receive a 3rd and a 4th round pick, and the selection that they choose
That's a dumb trade.
is James Pierce Jr., defensive end / outside linebacker from Tennessee. I mean, what do you think on that?
I can see that. I can see that. You know, I follow Tennessee a little bit.
Yeah, he's a kind of hybrid guy that get out and play some edge rush, you know, and so certain 3 schemes. Excuse me.
I like it. Guys, we've had our absolute blast. Tell us what you think. Like, you know, your mock draft. We want to hear what you guys think. Let us know. You can comment in the stream. You can message us. We'll be happy to respond to you. It's been a great episode indeed. Shout out to everybody in Alabama. Look, Alabama like represented well tonight. You know, glad that we had a lot of people from the state of Alabama. According to, let me pull up the numbers here, and I can tell you that 237 people were watching from Alabama, Mobile, Montgomery, and Birmingham. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciated being part of the Alabama family. We love you guys. Obviously, I have a little special place to mark because I'm from Alabama. All right, so I got to quickly talk about this story because I did get some more clarification, and I want to give a shout out, obviously, Matt, to our good friend Shane Anderson, one of the coaches for the Alabama Beaver. All right, so Hank and Matt, you do not know this. Shane does know this. We had a conversation about it. There's a lot of questionable calls going on with the International Football Alliance. So, according to reports, are that the Alliance IFA is trying to say that the Alabama Beavers general manager stole funds, and it's not true. We actually have proof, according to our good friends on the team. I mean, the coaches we have multiple coaches on the team. I mean, that we talked to, and they have both said that the payment was actually that they're in question was made to the International Football Alliance, and the IFA has kicked the Alabama Beaver out of the league supposedly, but actually the Alabama Beavers have actually left. According to them, also Baltimore has left, and there's only 2 teams now officially that remain in the IFA, and they are asking the IFA for money to stay afloat. Stay tuned for that one, but we will support the Alabama Beaver 100% because literally what they talk about lines up exactly with the reports that are coming out. So they even have documented proof that the deposits match the exact account that they went through that belongs to the IFA. So it's stay tuned for that one. It's a little bit of a mess going on there, but hey guys, we've had so much fun getting to joke, laugh, everything. Hank, by the way, man, how are you doing, man? We didn't talk to you. How you been doing, man?
I've been okay. You know, just not a whole lot going on these days. You know, I had to tell you a little short story real quick, and then, but you know, I was supposed to, that Jubilee show.
Mm-hmm.
You know that show Jubilee? I was supposed to have this guy come on, and he actually confirmed it by phone last night. We talked for about a half hour, and he canceled on me while I was asleep last night. And he told me his reasons, and I understood, and I would do the same thing. That being said, I was severely gassed up about it because this guy had a really good showing against Skip Bayless. And, shout out to Matt O if he's watching this. But, man, hope he said he might try to come on later. But I'll tell y'all off camera if y'all care. But
yeah, absolutely. I want to hear.
No, by the way, Shano, it's really cheap up at Walmart, but get you a whole box of these lemon ginger tea bags, man. That's how you keep your throat intact.
See, I'm up here in the mountains of North Carolina, so I've got some real raw, unfiltered honey from a homegrown source, and I got a little
straight from the hive.
That and a little mason jar that I'm gonna put in a coffee mug and throw in the microwave.
There you go.
Yep. Take it. Wear a hoodie and sweatpants to bed. Cover up and sweat it out. Hope for the best.
Real quick, Matt. It looks like we're going to be playing the loser. I mean the winner of the Heat and Bulls. We're down by 20. So yeah, just thought I'd throw it out there.
I'm watching.
I can tell you, it was a proud moment for me. I've not turned the TV on since I got home at 3:40.
That's because you're sitting outside, man. You have no choice but to turn the TV on.
Hey, listen. That's because I'm cooking chicken for chicken salad that I'm fixing to make. But for a couple hours at least, the TV was just not on, and I was just relaxing. So,
and the Braves, they are losing 6-2. However, the Braves are up to bat. Let's hope they can pull it out. Anyways, guys, we've had a great show with you. Thank you all who tuned in for our guest from the Tri-County River Gators football team. We really appreciate it, Jason, coming on. All right, Hank, real quick, what do you say to the lovely people?
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for those that are watching. Man, we love you all. Thank you for all your comments. We'll have some fun. We had some fun tonight.
Absolutely. Shane, what do you say? I think Shane froze. Oh, there you go. Shane, what do you say?
Oh man, as always, man, I enjoy everybody coming on, tuning in, listening to us. As always, like, follow, subscribe. Please forgive the voice. It should be better. Hopefully we'll be on with you guys Friday. Be a little bit different scenery. Hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. Real excited that everything lines up the way it should, and we'll be able to be on I will at least be able to be on during our national championship hockey show. That's right. that we will have Friday. But man, as always, may God bless. Peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, and bacon grease. All right, Matt, what do you tell the lovely people?
Guys, don't get flagged this weekend, man. Enjoy your weekend. Play it safe, play it cool, follow the rules. And also, I need Trae Young double to hit my parlay. That's it.
we would say that, All right, guys. Hey, we're gonna have a great show for Line Friday. Yes, we do have the Western Michigan Broncos national champions of the Frozen Four, the College Hockey League. Yes, we have them coming on Friday. Come and check us out. Until then, guys, as I always tell you, peace up. A-Town down. Why? It's the greatest sports city there is. Braves. Let's get it going. Hawks, come on. Let's go play Boston. Let's not play another playing game. But you guys are going to do the Hawks thing.
They're losing on purpose so they won't have to play Boston.
Yeah, she wouldn't play the Cavaliers. But, and they do own the Cavaliers this year.
We destroyed them, so I'll take the Cavaliers.
But, let's get to – I'm tired of the plans. All right. Guys, y'all have a wonderful evening. We will see you on Friday, 7:30 p.m. Be there or be square. Enjoy the outro. Good night, everybody.
Here's Brendan's trolling video. All four gentlemen.